Okay, today we're going to look at a few of the basics when you work with different types of Word documents. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a folder. For our example, we're going to be writing a little bit of a sample essay for an ELA class. So the first thing I want to do is I'm just going to go right here to my desktop and create a folder. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to New, and click Folder. And you see it automatically appears, so then I just have to hit backspace and type in the name of the folder. So this is for ELA class, we'll simply name it ELA. Okay, the next thing we have to do is go in and open up our Word documents. So I'm going to open up Word. Now you can see here I'm working with version 2007. There may be a few slight display differences if you're using a different version of Word. However, the main ideas between save and save as that we're going to be talking about are the same throughout any version of Word that you use. It just may be in 2007 you click on the Office button, in 2003, 2010 you're going to click on File. Okay. Alright, so we have our document here, and I'm going to go ahead and type my name on it and the date, and we're going to call this Essay 1. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and come here and give it a title. Don't need to get too creative here. This is just an example. And then this is where you would have your first paragraph. Okay. Alright, let's just pretend that I've got my first paragraph done, and let's say I was typing this in class and class got over. Okay, so I needed to make sure that I get my document saved properly before I leave. Well, there's several different ways that you can do this if it's the first time you're saving it. I know that this is the first time I'm saving the document because it still says document 1. Okay, so it's not saved yet. So here are some different ways you can do that. You can click on the save icon. Notice it brings up the what we call save as dialog box. Okay, I can also go to my Office button, and here I see two options. I see Save and Save As. Well, the first time you save a document, it doesn't matter. You can click Save and get the Save As dialog box, or you can click Save As and get the same Save As dialog box. I'm going to show you one more way. If you're using a PC, if you'll hold down the Control key and then press S one time, the letter S is in Sam, you'll also get the same box up. Okay, so whatever way you want to use the first time, go ahead and do that, and it'll bring up this box. So then what I need to do is I need to make sure that my location is correct. Now by location, I want this saved in the ELA folder that I just created. So I'm just going to simply go here to my desktop, and I'm going to find the folder named ELA. I'm going to double click it, and you'll notice that it appears in the title bar at the top. So I know I'm saving something in my ELA folder if that is the last thing that appears here. So then I'm simply ready to come in and give it a file name. So we are going to name this Essay, we're just going to call it Essay. And we'll hit Save. Notice Document 1 changed to Essay at the top of my screen. So then if I'm done for the day, I could go ahead and exit out. Now, when you want to reopen a Word document, I always suggest to students, don't open up Word and then try to open up the document. And there is some reasoning behind that. What I suggest to students to do is to go to their folder where they have items saved. Open that folder and then open the document they wish to work with. Okay, so I'm just going to double click Essay here, open it back up again. Okay, I'm ready to come down, and this is my second paragraph. Now, of course, we know these aren't true paragraphs. I could even have a bulleted list in here. Okay, so I've worked a little bit more on my essay, and all I want to do is just save my changes. That's it, okay, because class is over again, and I'll work on the rest of it. I'll finish it up tomorrow. So, to just save your changes, this is where you're not going to want to use Save As, okay? Because if I click on Save As, it's going to bring me back to this box. Well, I've already given it a file name. I've already told it where to save it to, so I don't want to do that again. All I want to do is just save the additional words that I typed. Well, that's when you're either going to press save. Notice it doesn't look like it did anything. Well, you could also use the save icon. Still doesn't really look like it did anything. You could use your Control S feature. Really doesn't look like I did anything there. Or another way is just when you go to exit. I'm going to add a letter here. If you go to exit out of your document, it's going to ask you, do you want to save the changes if you haven't saved them yet? Okay, so make sure you always click yes there, just depending on what method works best for you. Okay, so I leave class that day, saved my changes. I come back into class the next day. I'm ready to finish my paper up. And my teacher tells us that she wants the file name to be Essay 1. Okay, Essay 1. All right, so what we're going to have to do is we'll open up our document. Okay, we'll make any additional changes. Let's just say, for instance, she wanted us to include a page number at the top of the page. Okay, and on the right. All right, remember this is a very basic document. Okay, so now I need to change my file name. So here I'm going to go to Save As. Okay, what that will allow me to do is that will allow me to change where I have my document saved, or that will allow me to change my file name. So she said she wanted the file name to be Essay 1. I could just simply come to File Name, type in Essay 1, hit Save. Notice it changed to Essay 1 here, and exit out. Now, if we're back in our ELA folder, you now see that we have two files here. We have Essay and Essay 1. Well, we know Essay 1 is the one we want to keep, and we don't need Essay anymore. So we're just going to hit the delete key and press yes there. Okay, so we're left with our one and only document with the correct file name that we could go in and format and turn into our teacher. So that is the difference between save and save as.